Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure to smash a like and subscribe if you're new. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. And yeah, more transfer interest. I only report it from, sources that are somewhat trustworthy, even though these sources are not 100% either. Obviously, West Ham are working on the rebuild. New manager, new team, all that stuff. We talked about it many times. We talked about fullbacks. We talked about strikers. We've talked about many players in this team over the past couple of weeks. But a priority for West Ham, and probably one of the biggest priorities so far, is centre-back. Now, West Ham pretty much need a player in every position, in my opinion. Nearly every position. But centre-backs are a big one, because there's also rumours of Naya Faged leaving, rumours of Kurt Zouma leaving. Obviously, Ogbonna has left, and Mavropanos will be the only one there. But West Ham, reported by Fabrizio Romano, are showing concrete interest in Max Kilman, centre-back who's highly rated by Julian Lopetegui. Obviously, Lopetegui's worked with him before. Not an easy deal, as Wolves want to keep him, but West Ham are now exploring this option. Contact started. Now, if you guys remember, like a few months ago when I did a stream, I can't remember which stream it was, but I shared the screen of the quote from Gary O'Neill talking about the fact that Wolves need to sell in the summer. Now, it doesn't look like anyone's going to buy Pedro Neto anytime soon. I was thinking Max Kilman would be one of them. And we've been interested in Max Kilman for a couple of years. But Lopetegui would obviously be interested in Max Kilman due to the fact that they obviously work together. We need homegrown players as well. However, the jury is still probably out on him. I like him as a player. But can he play in a back four? That's the real question. Can he play in a back four? It looks like he benefits more in a right of a back three. He can also play, he's left-footed and he actually benefits quite well playing as a right centre-back, which is very unusual just in football in general. However, then again, John Terry was pretty much a left centre-back and he was right-footed. Same with Mark Guehi. But I guess maybe it's not as common as I think. However, I like the player. I wouldn't be mad if we signed him. However, also, because they need the money, Wolves would probably charge about 40 million or something, in my opinion. If they need the money, they're obviously going to charge high. You saw the other day when Manchester United bidded for Jareth Brandthwaite. They've deterred interest because Everton want too much money. And Everton want to sell as well. So, I mean, Everton need to sell, as well. They need to sell to buy as well. They need the money. They've got FFP issues as it is. And Wolves are one of the clubs with FFP issues. So I'm wondering if it's going to be an 8 Nori, maybe. I was thinking 8 Nori would be the main one. I don't think Cunha will go. I don't think they can afford to sell Cunha. He really came into his own, especially in the Gary O'Neill system. But all their sellable players, they can't sell, if you know what I mean. They've also signed, Pedro Lima. They hijacked him from the Chelsea deal, which Fabrizio said it was a here we go to Chelsea. However, Wolves hijacked that and they've signed him, apparently. They can't sell Lamina. Not only is he not really, one of value because of his age and stuff, but he's also a very key player. I don't know if João Gomez would be one they would try and sell. I remember we were interested in João Gomez before. I think we were. It was either us or Aston Villa that were interested in João Gomez before. But it might have been both teams. I think Max Kilman would be a good signing. I think he could obviously play in both sides of the centre-back roles due to the fact that he's quite good with both feet in general, quite comfortable on both sides. Tall, good on the ball as well. Be a guy who likes to play football. He actually came up playing futsal from what I know. And I think he played for Maidenhead. And the reason why also Wolves, I forgot about this, I literally just remembered this whilst talking about Max Kilman, is the fact that the reason why they're also charging so much is because pretty sure that when they bought him, they had a sell-him clause from Maidenhead, the original club. So they would be getting a cut as well. Obviously, Wolves would like to get the price up so they can get most of the money so they can reinvest as well. I don't know what Wolves fans think their main priority is in terms of positions. However, maybe a Wolves fan might comment on this video and let me know. But also, obviously we're talking about centre-backs. But this isn't the only centre-back that West Ham are interested in. Let me just give you this one quickly. It's reported by David Ornstein and The Athletic that West Ham have made an inquiry about Bologna star Riccardo Califiori this summer. The Hammers have opened talks about signing the Italy international, but Bologna want to keep the centre-back. This is also the same for Liverpool and Brighton as well. Liverpool and Brighton have also inquired. There's a quote actually from Califiori from 2022 when I was on Jimmy the Spliff stream the other day for a little bit for the England watch along. One of the Chelsea fans was telling me about that he said he'd like to play for West Ham a couple of years ago, and I've got the quote here. It's like, my dream would be to play in the Premier League. I really like West Ham or Chelsea. So I guess we will see. I guess we will see about all of that. But the thing is with Califiori, I didn't know who he was before the Euros, and yeah, against Albania he did play well. However, that is one game. I know that West Ham have put scouts out there in the Euros to see if there's any players they would like to get. That would be semi-late business, maybe July. July's not really late business, but you know what I mean. It's going to be very hard to get them into the pre-season and stuff, and they'll be on a break anyway because of the whole Euros, so they'll have to come into the team quite late. Also, signing someone before after they perform well in an international tournament for me is never a good idea. Not only is the price tag really high, not only is the hype very momentary, it never usually works as a signing. I think I don't remember many signings off the top of my head, especially in the Premier League, that have worked based off a tournament to hype a player up. I've even fell for it before. In the last Euros, I was like, sign Mikkel Damsgaard, and he hasn't really played much for Brentford in his first season, so we'll see how he does in the second season. But Mikkel Damsgaard was really good in the Euros. Doesn't mean it translates to playing in the Premier League. Or Spinazzola for Roma. He had a great tournament, got injured, and didn't really come back the same. I guess that was mainly because of the injury with context. The thing is with this Califiori guy, he plays for Bologna. Thiago Motta literally got Bologna into the Champions League before moving to Juventus. So I doubt he'd want to leave because of the Champions League football, and he'd want to leave for a club that doesn't have Champions League football, so I don't think West Ham or Chelsea will have him. And this quote was from 2022, so maybe it's a London thing. I'm surprised he didn't say Arsenal. Just being completely honest, I'm just surprised he didn't say Arsenal, but we could try. We've made an inquiry about it. Maybe, I don't know whether he'd still like to move to West Ham in 2024, but we will see. Because back then we was actually in Europe. But I guess we will see. Like, West Ham are interested in Jacob Greaves as well, but I haven't really heard much over that for the past few days. I think that would be the smartest move. I mean, obviously we've been in Brazil to talk about centre-backs as well. We need two, maybe even three. But get 2 done this season. Because we've got 1 game a week, so we need 2 centre-backs. Because if there's one injury, we'll end up playing fucking Ben Johnson in centre-back or Edson Alvarez in centre-back, something stupid like that. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. We're trying to hit them before the end of the year. Go and check out my reactions to the fixtures that have been announced for the 24-25 Premier League season. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.